Olusegun Awolowo, the immediate past CEO of the Nigeria Export Promotion Council, NEPC, says Nigeria's path towards a stronger revenue via non-oil export is a tough one, but achievable. Awolowo, who is presently the Secretary of the National Action Committee on AfCFTA for Nigeria, was speaking at a recent international trade seminar in Lagos. Let's listen to him.
The newly developed Zero Oil Plan, an economic blueprint for the diversification of Nigeria's economy. The Zero Oil Plan, in a nutshell, addresses the realization that our country must survive in a world economy when and if she can no longer sell oil. The theme of this year's seminar is Nigerian non-oil export industry, the present and the future. First, what is the present? Secondly, what is the future? From my vantage, the answer to these questions is simple: an ambitious drive to rapidly increase the volume of intra-African trade under the African Continental Free Trade Area. The impetus for this is the declaration of the African Union Assembly of Heads of States and Government designating 2023 as the year for the acceleration of the AFTA implementation. The AFTA remains the largest free trade area in the world by area and number of participating countries, with a population of 1.3 billion people across 55 countries and a combined GDP value of some $3.4 trillion. The AfCFTA offers a plethora of opportunities for Nigeria to reap economic and social benefits as a result of potential future improvements in areas such as infrastructure, reduction of tariff and non-tariff barriers to cross-border trade, renewed funding, and improved liquidity. Several efforts are on the way to achieve an accelerated AFTA implementation. These include the launch of the Pan-African Payments Settlement System by Afrexim Bank, the finalization of protocols on investments, intellectual property, and competition, and the drafting of protocol on women and youths. The AFTA Business Forum held earlier this year in South Africa. And lastly, the upcoming inaugural AFTA Youth Symposium set to hold in Lukasa, Zambia this month. It's also imperative that I acknowledge the great strides of the AFTA Secretariat under the leadership of my dear brother, His Excellency Wankelemene. Most particularly, I must laud the Guided Trade Initiative, which aims to test the operational, institutional, legal, and trade policy environment under the AFTA. The GTI is also designed to promote trade in goods between participating countries. The first phase is already being implemented among 7 countries. At the National Committee on AFTA, we're working assiduously towards ensuring that Nigeria joins the second phase of the GTAI, which is set to start soon. I must also draw attention to the fact that international organizations such as the World Economic Forum are also showing great interest in the AFTA, frontier for investment, due to the opportunities created by the AFTA. Furthermore, they have also developed the Friends of AFTA initiative, aimed at mobilizing global investors and industry players to actively leverage the opportunities within the AFTA. This further entrenches the fact that the present and the future is trade within AFTA. My office is collaborating with the World Economic Forum to ensure that Nigeria benefits from these initiatives. Zenith Bank, of course, must be part of this. Several opportunities abound in the AfCFTA, from automotive to agriculture and agro-processing to pharmaceuticals to transport and logistics. Notwithstanding the previously mentioned opportunities, I'd like to highlight one that is very strategic for Nigeria, and most importantly, very dear to my heart. This opportunity is trade in services. Under Nigeria's AFTA implementation strategy, trade in services has been identified as the arrowhead of Nigeria's participation in the AFTA. Leveraging trade in services will also be very instrumental in reducing youth employment. Taking into consideration the rapid drive for industrialization across Africa, which has been created by the AFTA, there is an increased demand for both IT-enabled and non-IT-enabled professional services. Currently, there is a huge skills gap across Africa in the required industries. Therefore, actions must be taken to address this if we are to succeed at attaining an industrial revolution in Africa. You must know when I say industrial revolution, I'm also talking about the fourth industrial revolution, which includes the most cutting-edge high-tech industry. My office is currently working with the World Economic Forum to set up a skills accelerator in Nigeria to address this gap. I also believe that this is an initiative that the whole private sector must support and actively participate in. In view of this, just like I did in 2015, I would like to utilize this special occasion to make another clarion call for action to the private sector, and more specifically, the Zenith Bank. You must do all you can to carry large, micro, small, medium enterprises and support them to participate effectively in the AFTA, particularly through tailored financial products and capacity building. You will play a key role in facilitating trade between Nigerian businesses and businesses in African countries where you are currently present, that is Ghana, Sierra Leone, and Gambia, while also expanding your footprint to other African countries. I know in my lifetime I want to see Zenith Bank in every country in Africa. You must not only be known as a non-oil export bank, but also as the AFTA bank. And with the signing of this agreement, it is clear that that is the ambition of Zenith Bank. I have great hopes and confidence that just as you did with the Zero Oil Plan, you will also do with AFTA.